Well, good morning. It's 6:45 on this Friday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
I'm Bobby Hannon.
And I'm Maggie Warren.
And what's in store for the forecast today?
Well, we see another chilly but seasonal day out there in Siouxland. A quiet start to our morning, not seeing that fog we were seeing yesterday. Temperatures today rise into the mid and upper 40s, some low 50s for some, but overall upper 40s. We see a warmer day for our weekend, warmer days for our weekend though, upper 50s and low 60s. Plenty of sunshine, so today is kind of mid for the holiday decorating, but tomorrow and Sunday looking absolutely beautiful. Perfect weather for getting those outdoor decorations up. If you haven't already, it will get colder and even some snow chances the next weekend, but not this weekend. So this weekend definitely optimal for decorating, putting those lights up, whatever you have to do outside, get it done this weekend for sure. And I'll have a check of your forecast and next weekend's weather coming up. Nick and Avia.
Well, the Trump administration is rolling back more tariffs in an effort to bring down prices at the grocery store.
And in the meantime, the vice president is asking Americans to be patient. ABC's Andrea Fujii has the details.
This morning, the Trump administration reversing course on more of the president's tariffs, now lifting the 40% tariff on products from Brazil, including beef and coffee, which have seen some of the steepest price increases this year. Coffee up 41%, beef up 12% to a record high.
I think it's a step in the right direction, but the main, I guess, the Super Bowl of the trade war is still with China, so we need to keep an eye on that situation too.
Just last week, the White House also rolling back tariffs on more than 200 food items, mainly produce, from 4 Central and South American countries. As many Americans continue to grapple with the cost of living, Vice President Vance is urging Americans to be patient, insisting the administration's economic policies are working.
As much progress as we've made, it's going to take a little bit of time for every American to feel that economic boom, which we really do believe is coming.
The market getting good news about the job market yesterday, but stocks plunging. Investors are worried that the good news about jobs will make the Federal Reserve less likely to cut interest rates next month.
If economic data is really strong, it kind of lessens the case for rate cuts. And so if the market doesn't get what it wants, it tends to throw a tantrum.
Investors also increasingly worried about the so-called artificial intelligence bubble, even after chipmaker NVIDIA reported blockbuster profits.
Meanwhile, some relief is coming for farmers hit hard by the trade war. The Trump administration now says it will announce an aid package for farmers next month. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
With Thanksgiving coming up in less than a week, local food pantries received an extra helping hand. The Plymouth County pork producers donated dozens of hams to the table at Rejoice Church in Lamar's. They were one of several area pantries who received a donation from the pork producers. And the coordinator at the table says she's grateful for all the help they receive from the community.
We couldn't do this without community support. We have an amazing group of churches, individuals, the pork producers, the dairy producers, all of those people make what we do in here possible.
The pork producers also use the money from sales of pork nachos at the Plymouth County Fair to fund the donations to local organizations.
And there's a new locally owned eatery in Winnebago, Nebraska. Sweet Things Diner is owned and operated by Carrie LaPointe and Greg Walker. The couple started the business as a food truck, but it's now expanded into a permanent location. A ribbon cutting took place yesterday afternoon. The owner shared in a press release that they'll offer a variety of menu items like breakfast food, burgers, and wraps, along with sweet treats like shakes and rolled ice cream.
Meanwhile, if you've ever thought about adding a new furry friend to your family, well, a great opportunity is coming up this weekend. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue will have several adoptable dogs at the Fleet Farm location in Sioux City. Many of the pups featured have sponsorships with reduced adoption fees. So if you want to bring a new pet home for the holidays, then stop by tomorrow. And meanwhile, if you have a number 9 birthday coming up, KCAU-9 would love to help you celebrate.
That's right. Each week we're celebrating the 9s right here on Good Day Siouxland. If you or a loved one is turning 9, 99, or any 9 in between, we want to hear about it.
Every Thursday morning, we share our list of birthday shout-outs, and one lucky person will take home a birthday gift from one of our sponsors.
So if you'd like to be featured, just go to SiouxlandProud.com and click on Celebrate the 9s under the contest tab to enter by Tuesdays at noon. And nominations are now open for KCAU-9's 2026 Remarkable Women Contest.
So if you know a woman who's making a difference in her community, well, we want to hear her story. You can find that nomination form on our website, SiouxlandProud.com. Just click on Nominate a Remarkable Woman under the Contest tab. Now let's meet today's Stray of the Day. Every day we share a pet picked up by Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue who's waiting to go home.
That's right, and this is Ashley, a 1 to 2 year old female miniature labradoodle that weighs about 50 pounds. She was found at the intersection of Indian Hills and Apache Drive. The rescue says she's scheduled for a haircut soon, so don't mind how crazy her fur is in this picture. She's friendly and outgoing and loves people and other animals. Ashley is available for adoption now.
And if you lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or you'd like to sponsor a pet for adoption, you can visit the rescue's website. Head over to SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. I'll be curious to see what Ashley looks like after the haircut. Right now, she certainly has a lot of hair.
Absolutely. She definitely looks extra fluffy, as some might say. But doodles are they're just the cutest, have lots of energy. So hopefully she finds her forever family.
Yeah, absolutely. She's definitely very cute.
And she might enjoy these temperatures that we're seeing. It's a bit warmer this weekend.
Yeah, she might get a little cold after she gets her haircut, but overall looking pretty nice for the day today. A quiet morning on our Ho-Chunk Center camera. We see the temperature that sits into the 30s right now, 35 in Sioux City, 32 in Lamar's, and 32 there through Cherokee and Lamar's. Upper 20s through Esterville and Spencer, 28 in Sheldon, mid and upper 30s through Ida Grove, Mapleton at 37, and Denison at 37. Wind chills though making it feel like the upper 20s and low to mid 30s. 29 in Cherokee, 34 at the wind chill in Sioux City, and that's with just some very light winds between about 5 and 9 miles an hour at most. We see 9 miles an hour in Storm Lake, 8 in Denison, calm winds in Sioux City and the ice cream capital of the world. We do see high pressure starting to slide in to our west, but for right now we're cloudy and seeing even some light drizzle out towards areas like Norfolk and Neely. We do see a couple passing sprinkles heading through our morning and into the early afternoon, and then we just sit pretty cloudy before we start to finally see those clearing conditions into our evening and nighttime hours. Another batch of some passing clouds into our early Saturday morning. This clear out quickly into Saturday mid-morning and into the afternoon hours, looking mostly sunny as we head into our Sunday as well. Mostly clear for Saturday night. For today, 49 degrees, mostly cloudy and quiet. Some late day clearing out there, and then for the overnight, we see temperatures falling into the low 30s, low 60s for Saturday, upper 50s for Sunday. Plenty of sunshine. Comes to an end rather quickly though Monday. Temperatures in the mid 50s with rain. Very low impact system though for that holiday travel. 44 for Tuesday. Temperatures falling back to the mid 30s, but looking dry, so it is a cold and dry stretch of weather heading into Thanksgiving. Black Friday looking cold, so need to bundle up if you're heading out to get any of those Black Friday deals. And then looking cold again by Saturday with some more snow chances possible by as early as next Saturday night. Nick and Avia.
Now let's take a look at this morning's top stories.
What you need to know before we go. A local hospital network is rolling out new advancements to improve patient care. Union Point Health announced this week that they're collaborating with the Mayo Clinic's Platform Insights. The initiative gives Union Point doctors access to resources like the Mayo Clinic's world-renowned research. Union Point executives say the big benefit is having Mayo Clinic's knowledge built right inside the local system.
We'll have access to Mayo Clinic expertise through consultative abilities. It also means that we have access to many of their clinical pathways that will be embedded, that really just helps to incorporate much of what Mayo Clinic does from an expertise perspective into Unity Point Health facilities.
Officials say the collaboration is now in effect.
Well, elsewhere in Siouxland, the man convicted of killing 4 people and setting 2 homes on fire in Laurel, Nebraska back in 2022 is waiting to hear if he'll receive the death penalty. In a hearing yesterday, the defense and prosecution made their arguments as to why or why not Jason Jones should receive that sentence. In September of 2024, Jones was found guilty for the murders of Janet, Jean, and Dana Twyford and Michelle Ebling. Jones' attorney argued that due to a lack of criminal history and his time in the military, he should not receive the death penalty.
He's a loyal person, he's generous, hardworking, has a history of protecting others, has, again, a mental health diagnosis, has accepted responsibility for his actions. It's kind of a catch-all of other things, and I think the evidence we produce shows that there's circumstances about his life and his life circumstances that should mitigate against the death sentence.
On the other side, the state argues while Jones was pressured to commit the murders, he was not forced to commit those crimes.
Carrie Jones is nowhere around. She's 60 miles away. So it's not as if she's holding a gun to his head as he's doing all these preparatory things. Not as if she's holding a gun to his head when he goes and breaks into the Twyford house or into Miss Ebling's house.
A sentencing date has been set for April 10th at the Cedar County Courthouse in Hardington. And meanwhile, Jason Jones' wife, Carrie Jones, has been sentenced to life in prison without parole. Her sentencing took place yesterday. Back in August, Carrie Jones was found guilty of first-degree murder for her role in the death of Jean Twyford, as well as charges of tampering with evidence and accessory to a felony. The daughters of Jean and Janet Twyford shared the challenges they faced since losing their loved ones.
The impact of all this is overwhelming to deal with. And it's hard to put into words, but this is like, it's exhausting and drains you on a daily basis. My family believes in God, love, and forgiveness. Values my mom and dad taught us every single day. Those beliefs are what keep me standing today. But I'll be honest, I do not believe I'll ever be able to forgive the defendant for what she did to my family.
Carrie Jones has requested a new trial, but until a judge hears the motion, the current sentence stands.
And meanwhile, school is out today for students in one Siouxland school district after they also experienced a water main break. The West Monona Community School District announced that incident on social media, saying it happened in the middle and high school building. Yesterday, students in the district were dismissed early and sporting events were canceled. And the Sioux City Community School District has introduced some new safety measures in local schools. The school board recently approved a $90,000 bid to install ballistic film to windows at schools across the district. The film makes the glass bulletproof. The upgrade is paid for by the Iowa Department of Homeland Security. Officials say the film will attempt to slow down anyone trying to break the glass and enter the buildings.
We just feel that it's very important to protect our students and protect the access as best we can into our schools, and there's no limit on what we'll put on protecting our students through the day. For
security reasons, the district has not shared which schools specifically will receive the new film. What we do know is it's on track to be installed by the end of the year.
One last check on that forecast, where we could see some clouds out there.
Yeah, definitely going to be another chilly and cloudy day today. We do see clearing, though, later into the afternoon and evening hours, but temperatures only topping out in the upper 40s, a little above seasonal, but not too much. We see 61 for Saturday, 59 for Sunday, so an absolutely beautiful weekend on the way. It doesn't last very long, though. Rain chances Monday, temperatures falling back to the mid-50s and then mid-40s by Tuesday behind those showers, clearing things out towards Thanksgiving, but also cooling things off. 36 for Tuesday, 35 for Wednesday, and then mid-30s Friday. Looking cold by the weekend, as well as some snow chances by the end of this 9-on-9.
We'll see what we get from those rain chances early next week.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for watching and have a great weekend.